All right, let's look at Apple on the monthly chart. So again, I know we talk about this pretty consistently, but I always want to just bring it back to your attention because it will help kind of see that bigger picture and repeated patterns and how they play out so that you're anticipating a move instead of more of a reactionary move. So here's what I keep looking at with Apple. And one of the things I love about Apple is how consistent it is and how repetitive. It might be frustrating at times, but if you see, we get these big, beautiful pullbacks. But what happens after these big, beautiful pullbacks? We get beautiful rips. So these bull flags are just amazing. Every time one starts forming, I absolutely love it because I'm prepping for this move right here. Yes, you can take puts on down as long as it keeps going, but then when we get that break, it's an absolutely beautiful move. So this is a great look right here. It's very consistent with how it moves. Could we see the trend line? We could. That would be a very significant drop, right? That would be 60 points or so. So the first target for me has always been these wicks. I know I talk about it all the time, but filling these wicks, we've got almost a double bottom right through here at that 243 area. So we could see a test here. And then we also have a nice support level right there too. If we can clear that area, then I'm going to be looking over here. We've got some chop coming through here for sure. And then the 191 for that trend line. Looking over at the weekly, you can see this has been a range that we kind of just dumped into, pushed out of, dumped back into. So I'm watching that 243 area. That's the bottom of this range to see what happens once we test 243. If we end up getting a bounce and heading back up, or will we break and see some continuation to the downside? So looking at our daily, you can see we've been in this downward descending channel for a while now, just kind of testing the trend lines as we go. And we tested it again, the top and upper trend line on Wednesday, and then just kind of tumbled after that. We're right kind of in that middle area, so we'll have to just see where we go from here. We are close to that double bottom that I keep pointing out at 244.60. So if we do get some continuation down to that area, we could then bounce to this upper trend line. So I'm going to be watching 250.50 for a break to the upside if we get one. We could test this area and reject and then head on down further. The lower trend line sits about 238.50. So these are the areas I'm going to be watching to take a trade if we get a breakout in either direction, and definitely watching those larger time frames for that eventual move to the upside.